By the way, tell me if I start cutting out because my computer has a tendency to do that. Um, and it can be really annoying.
It's cool. So, can one of you guys go on the stream and see if you can hear me on the stream?
Yeah.
Because it says that Streamlabs OBS doesn't allow you to use certain keys, like Alt, for instance, for your key bindings. So I set it to Z because I usually never type Z and it's close to Alt. So I set it to Z and then I set Discord to Z, but I just want to make sure that everything's kosher.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you on the stream.
Blah blah blah. Yeah, you can. Cool.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Great. See where I put the little logo?
In the bottom left?
Yeah. I did the alerts in case like anybody follows us or whatever. All right.
Oh, I 20. Duh.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It'd be an option.
Alright, so what I'm going to start doing is I'm just going to start at 8:05 if people are here or not. Especially in the other game too, it's like it doesn't start until like 8:20 or 8:30.
We're missing so many people though. Actually, are we? I don't even know anymore.
I mean,
They're late.
Toasted, and From, but he just got on. We're missing about half our people. Roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
we're
actually,
missing.
I'm pretty sure exactly half, excluding the DM.
Yeah, Nick said he wasn't going to be there today.
Really?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, I asked him if he still wants to play or not.
I'm
Who?
absolutely sure he does. He just hasn't. He just has a rough schedule right now.
Nick.
Oh. That's a shame. I like
It's,
Nick.
It's finals month for them right now.
Oh yeah. Finals are probably terrible.
Welcome.
Which Toasted would be having similar problems, but he didn't have any finals. And actually, he's back home now.
Watch it take like 50 different times of me refreshing this page for the map to load.
Well, it looked like Toasted was also up really late last night, so... Not to say that that's not normal for him, but...
Yeah, I try and be prompt. I've been here for an hour.
Yeah, no, I just think it's just pretty disrespectful, I think, to like all the people that show up on time. Like I've always had an issue with it, and I've kind of been lax about it because like usually I'm way early too, and then like I've just gotten into the habit of I log on pretty much right at 8.
Yeah, so, like Throm, he's here within like 5 minutes, so that's fine. Throm's cool. Hi, Throm.
Yeah.
It's rough for Toasted and Nick sometimes because they're literally getting up early in the morning to do this.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have joined the game if they couldn't get up at the time needed.
Bingo.
And also, I know that Nick doesn't like it because he didn't know daylight savings time was a thing, so that threw off
Yeah.
his schedule really hard.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. It sucks. It's just like, regardless of the circumstance, like, I don't care if like you miss a session or you're late once in a while, but if it's
I
like
remember
every
the
week,
one time I was late, I was mortified. I was playing a different game and I was like, oh, I'll just stop when it gets close to the time. But my alarm didn't go off. Ugh, I felt so bad.
Hello and welcome to Dungeons and Dillons.
Dungeons and Dreidels. Sometimes I have to wonder if the people who designed this house really understood how they designed it. Because my room is right next to a bathroom. I can hear people pooping from beyond the walls. It's not fun. How much longer do you reckon you're going to give them? Maybe till 15 after?
Sorry, what's up, Ken?
The
Mid-work travel. Till
If I keep refreshing, maybe one of these times I can see the map. Maybe.
Can I see the map? Yes, I can see the map.
No, I am in the middle of nowhere, and the internet here is really slow, so sometimes it just does not want to cooperate at all.
okay. Let's see.
I gotta close the stream. That is weird hearing my own voice.
I have the stream open, but I have it muted. I'm probably gonna close it, but I have a friend who might be watching it, so
No, I just close out of it.
yeah.
I hate the sound of my own voice. If I'd met someone that had my own voice in public, I probably wouldn't like him off the bat, because my voice is that annoying.
I disliked
all-
my voice at first, but I've heard it enough that I'm not used to it. Although honestly,
I should have a counter for how many times I've refreshed this page and not been able to get into my character sheet.
Although honestly, my voice has changed so much over the years that I don't even know if I would like my voice if I heard it now.
Come on, old computer, you can do it. Please. We are switching cell phone providers soon, so maybe my mobile hotspot will be better at internet than our actual internet.
so I just
I
realized
doubt it.
I was talking for a solid 3 minutes, and I was pressing Alt instead of the Z because I just swapped to Z.
Yeah, I was about to say, Dylan's really quiet.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess a few things. One, Martha, I did find a program, and I got all the hexes and all the bullshit, so we can make the background a single image, because that's gonna dramatically increase Roll20 performance.
Yeah, because right now I can't even load the map.
Yeah, so I mean, the more that we're adding to it, the slower it's gonna get over time. So, and apparently a larger map like this, because those are all single images, right? It just completely wigs it out, I guess. because it has to load each one of those images and then keep track of how it's positioned for every single thing. So, yeah.
Darn. I was hoping we'd go crazier and crazier and eventually get like a full 3D globe going. Just murder everyone's internet.
I mean, for now, you could probably just zoom out, print screen, crop it out, then plop that back on.
Yeah, this is going to be an issue. I keep hitting Alt. But anyway, yeah, this program, like, you could save the file, and then you could expand the canvas size and keep going if we wanted to do a single image.
Please.
So, I mean, it's no issue.
Because I can't even get into Martha's character sheet. It just says Martha, and it's completely blank.
Like I said, it's a thing I'm working on. So, what I was gonna ask is if you're bored, because like I never have any time, if I give you all the stuff, if you could recreate the map, that'd be like the most amazing thing ever. But if not, that's okay.
Me?
Yeah.
I guess I am the map girl. I wish I had a. Well, the problem is right now I literally do not have anything to reference it off of because it won't load.
That is true. Alright, but I suppose that's besides the point. It is now 8:12, so we're going. If those guys don't show up, then it's alright. Their characters will just die or whatever.
I mean,
Please let me get my character sheet. Roll 20.
Fenrir and Cybele is under my protection. The guy who did just half insult a noble.
Right.
Yeah, under your protection is definitely the best wording.
Yeah. They're not tall enough for me to block them.
Okay, so I'll have you guys help me fill in what we did last time, if you guys remember. So last time on Dungeons and Dillons and Dreidels and Dragons, we had a nice RP session between Martha and the Dreidel, Conrad, where some pretty creepy, maybe unsavory things happened, and I believe after that we panned over to the epic battle. I didn't name the battle, if anybody has a name for the battle, but it was between Tuck and essentially some noble forces that went along with Zlatota and Fenrir. So Tuck ended up winning that one, sending what was left of the forces running back to the keep. Heavy losses on both sides for sure, but Tuck definitely showed his prowess.
And for that fight, before it fully finished, they only got like a 2-minute head start, but we did send those archers and scout units off to go find the princess before morning.
Correct. Sorry, I'm writing down as we go. So besides the epic battle, I think is that where we left off? Was pretty much right there? Because I know it took up a good section.
Epic battle. Martha had that nightmare that resulted in necromancy damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And me, Fenrir, and the slowly gathering nobles were heading back to the keep. Throm stuck with Tuck, and they were actually going to sleep. So I think...
Yeah. And they beefed up their guard, I believe, and then... Yeah, but I thought that was pretty much it, was where we left it. A tiny bit of...
us heading back, and Throm heading to go get some sleep and
Yep.
Martha shenanigans.
Yeah,
All right.
I cannot get into my character sheet, so someone might have to roll for me. Um, I'm so sorry. I don't know what is going on.
So, did you ever mark down that you lost HP?
Yeah, it's in my. I think I put it in bonds or something. I just use those on the
Okay.
side as like little
Yeah,
notes.
it's, if I remember right, it's in. You said you put it in your ideals or personality traits because it's
Personality
the
traits, I
top
can see it.
boxes. Yeah.
Okay. No,
I'm gonna
that's good.
keep trying to refresh and get it to work, but until then, someone's probably going to have to roll for me. Once again, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Refresh it, but it's good. I've had that issue before. Refresh it and then don't touch anything on it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's really just the page. It's the
Yeah.
app itself takes long to load.
Yep. I
Okay.
have the same issue I have. Okay.
So, I suppose we'll pick up where we left off. So, I suppose with Zlatota and Fenrir. So you're making your way back to the keep. Um, are you making any detours? You're just beelining it for the keep.
Safest trip back.
Okay, 10-4. So again, it doesn't take terribly long, especially because you're not necessarily trying to be super sneaky. You're kind of just like bolting. So it probably takes, I'd say, like 15 minutes or so to make all the way across the city to where the keep is. Actually, maybe a little bit more than that. Probably like 30 minutes. Yeah, probably 30 minutes to make your way across. And as you make your way across, you can see the guards look a little perplexed. Obviously, they saw the whole armada go out, and now what's come back is, I would say, probably a little less than half of the numbers. They let you in. There's kind of like a worried expression on their face, and you guys are let in. Are you going first? Are you going like kind of behind the pack?
Going in, I'd wait for a majority of the people to go in, but I'd say like middle. I want to make sure if anyone's near collapsing, I can support them and get them back in.
Yeah, you can see there's a couple of people that look to be wounded, and like other people are doing like the shoulder carry, getting them to to move it.
Yeah, because the last thing I need is someone being stuck outside the keep if they decide to close the doors.
Right. Okay, so as you go in, they don't bring a lot of the people into the keep. It's not like a huge castle. I say keep, but it's more like essentially
More
a
like an
mansion.
estate.
Yeah, it's more like an estate. Yeah. So the soldiers begin to methodically put the couple wounded people down, like they're lining them up, kind of like a grid. There's about 10 or 12 or so that seem to be wounded. They're just laying them down, and a couple of them are just checking out their comrades, like helping to take off their armor and stuff. Some more of them have gone inside. You can see there's like the lieutenant that you had talked to before, and he goes in first. He seems to be somewhat wounded, but he has to give his report.
Yeah. Not as bad as he was, because I did heal him, but I'll follow
Correct,
him.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll follow him. If it's time for reports, I'm going to go in.
Yeah. So he goes in, and you see him turn to one of the guards and mention something and gives a gesture, and the guard runs off the stairs. At this point, it's still late. I mean, I'm trying to think what time the battle started, but it's probably like wee hours of the morning. It's probably like 2 or 3, I would guess, in the morning.
Yeah, because it was dark enough. We had to have dark vision archers. So it was that late, last for a while. So it's probably early.
So, yeah, you get in, and after a little while, you see the same figure that approached you before, coming down the stairs in just like these regal kind of gown. Walks up to the lieutenant. Ah, there you are. My word, you are beat up, aren't you? Yes, sir. I'm here to give my report. Yes, what is it? I hope you have the princess, or at least the lizard's friend, whatever his name was. Yes, sir. Well, our men are still working on that. We had to retreat. There were quite a few of them, to say the least, and his forces were very strong, sir. We may need more assistance if we ever wish to pursue that further. And at that, you see the figure. He turns his back for a second, kind of like almost in like a temper. Kind of clenches his fist. Very well. Well, at least our men are on the princess, apparently. That is good. He scans the room. Are you in the room?
Yeah, I'm in there. I was actually gonna say I was gonna walk up closer to the lieutenant, because if he's gonna give a report, I want to be able to follow up.
He points to you. Ah, Lizard, what about you? Did you find your friend?
Yeah, it's interesting. So apparently I don't know, I've only known him for 2 days. I guess muscles got into his head because he is thinking of joining Tuck, or at least working with Tuck for now. But I did meet him. He did give me the info on where the princess is. Said he was going to stick with Tuck for now. Give him info that he can take him there in the morning. So that gives us hours to get through. He told me that during the fight, so I was able to send some archers and some of the scouts, and they grabbed a couple of swordsmen too. Sent them off to go find the princess. Didn't want to send them off, obviously, with the entire army, so sent them before we retreated.
Yes, very good. And at that, he kind of like slaps the lieutenant on his shoulder. Lieutenant kind of. See, that's how it's done. At least he got something out of this.
I wouldn't give him too much trouble. I'm not sure, but he might have gone up against Tuck. From what I could see, Tuck was pretty much cutting through people.
Gah, he's just a single man.
A single man who took multiple arrows. We basically pincushioned the dude and he kept going.
Well, good. Hopefully that was enough to take him out.
I doubt it, because after I shot him, he did realize which roof we're going through, and he pretty much cut a line through your men. So he may be one dude, but he's one dude who could take a couple dozen.
on that, he kind of like ponders for a moment. So you know where this princess is?
As I said, I've sent your guys. I already sent your guys to go pick her up. I don't know the exact location. I just know the store.
Very good. And he comes like right up, like, you know those people that get like really close? He's like 2 inches away from your face. See to it personally. And then he gives like a kind of a scowl towards the lieutenant and begins walking off. I expect to have her by the morning.
That's going to need a bit of an adjustment on the contract. 'Cause if you remember, my job was to guide you to Tuck Space and to help you figure out where the princess was. Retrieval's not my specialty. Besides, I'm pretty sure Tuck saw me. If him or any of his men see me going into somewhere with the princess, he's gonna know to follow.
Well, I can assign you people. What do you want for this? Name your price, lizard.
No. What's... As I said, this isn't my kind of thing. I'm not sure what usual princess retrieval prices are.
He goes over to like a side room and he comes back and he throws a sack at your feet as it clatters to the ground. $500 gold pieces.
Yeah, I guess that'll do it. Tell me who you're sending with me. We'll get to that place as soon as possible.
Very good. Expect no less. Get her back by morning, and there's 200 more for you. You take whatever men you need. See to it that it gets done.
Alright. I'm gonna just turn and start walking, look for healthy men. I don't want to pick anyone who's got any like major medical skills, because they're currently busy making sure no one's dying. But swordsmen, some of the archers.
Hopefully he's hitting the right button.
He might be hitting all.
Sorry, I keep doing it. I keep doing it. Okay. I even had my other finger on the Z, and then I wrapped my thumb around and hit Alt. So, yeah. So, how many men would you like? There are 3 archers that made it back with you. One of them is injured. So there's like 2 essentially usable archers, and then there's quite a few footmen left that are uninjured. And he's given you full reign to use whatever men at your disposal that you need to make this happen.
I'd say a 6-man crew, including myself at most. So I'll take the healthiest looking archer and 4 of the footmen.
And
At least
what about Fenrir and Sybil?
I'll take those two too. So
You don't have to.
yeah, I'll take the 2 of them. So 7-person and wolf party.
Okay.
That's including myself.
All right. Very good. So I'm just trying to think timeline-wise. Throm, because it's been a few days. So
Been a
Since the
few
fight?
days.
no. It's been a few days since you dropped off the princess. I'm trying to think of how long it's been.
Oh.
It's been 2 days.
It's been a day.
Since I dropped the princess off, it's been about 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, because you dropped the princess off, and then was it that night that you got captured?
Dropped the princess off. I met Martha
You met
in
Martha.
the market on my way back from dropping her off. So yeah, because that's when we went in the kitchen, talked about that, went upstairs, found it. Yeah, so that day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
You
there was the night.
the same day Leah disappeared.
Yes.
It's been about 2 or 3 days.
Yeah. So that was that day, right? And then you got taken. You know, everything happened. You got taken in the middle of the night. So this is the next night after that.
Right.
This is the middle of the night. So it's been 24 hours plus you did that thing earlier in the day. So I'd say somewhere around 36 to 40 hours ago is when you dropped the princess off. Okay. Good to know. All right. So, just since we were just talking anyway, so Throm, what are you doing? You're just going to bed, you're just hanging out, or is there something you were had your heart set on?
Not at all. I'm gonna grab ask one of the guards if there's anything to drink, alcohol wise. I'm gonna take it to that room I had, and actually, instead, I don't. Am I still being guarded?
At this point, no.
I'm gonna, just in case, I'm gonna get the drink and I'm gonna look for a room with a window.
Okay, very good.
Maybe that same room that Leah died in, from. And I should remember maybe where that's at.
Yeah, you remember where it's at. You go down. Nobody really has much to say to you. Some of them look off or look at you, whatever, as you pass by, and kind of. Some of them give you like a squint, like an uneasy eye, but nobody stops you. And when you're leaving the battlefield, you just see like a bunch of Tux men are just like, they're just salvaging whatever they can. Like half of them are like just putting on the armor, like all bloody and whatever. Like they don't give a shit. They're just taking all that they can from these men.
Scavengers.
Okay, so yeah, not a problem. You have free drink as much as you like.
Sweet. Drink and sleep until the morning time, till it's time for him to wake me.
Okay, very good. All right, so yeah, the stuff going on with Martha and whatever, that was in the morning time. So yeah, let's go ahead and finish this then. So, yes, Latoda. So it is yours. The night is yours. You assemble your crew. They reprovision themselves. Just make sure they have arrows, that they have all their equipment. Everything's good.
I'm
ready to go.
gonna nick 3 arrows off of them. Refill my quiver.
Yep, no problem.
And then we're going. We're going to that shop.
Okay.
I'm having trouble.
Z, not alt.
I'm alting again. God damn it. Damn it.
Don't worry.
This is
We'll
hard.
find out.
Yeah, because
Okay,
you started talking and then suddenly went quiet. I was like, did you just let go of Z to press alt?
Alright, Streamlabs. Get your shit together so I can press Alt, man. Okay. So, it takes about 45 minutes to get there. Because it's kind of like a triangle between, like, the keep, Tuck's place, and the shop. So, yeah, I'm on Z. Good. So you get there. You're not really quite sure where there is until, while going down the aisle, you see there's a door kicked in. There is, you just see an arm kind of like in the doorway. Like limp.
I'm not sure I like this. I'll slowly move forward. I'm gonna see how my luck is today. My luck's meh.
Okay. Alright, you're
Yeah,
stealthing?
I'm moving forward. I want to see what's going on with this arm, but I don't want to just walk up to a kicked-in door with a limp person.
Okay, so you draw it closer. Without peering into the doorway, it's kind of hard, but again, as you get a closer look, it is definitely a limp arm. You see there's like some blood kind of pooled around a little bit. You would assume this person is either dead or dying, but you can't really get a glimpse into the room without, like looking into it.
I'm going to basically stand over to where around the corner where the opening is, push the door and pull my arm back, basically push it open, see if anything goes like shooting out of it, and then look in.
As it kind of like smashes on, there's like a case on the other side. 1 moment passes. 2 moments pass. Nothing.
Alright. I'll motion for the others to move closer and then start peering in.
As you peer in, you can see the shelves. There's like a bunch of display cases and stuff, mostly empty, with besides a couple odd and end things. It appears like the shop's been gutted, and in the doorway is one of the archers that you had sent. Not far from him, maybe 10 feet, and kind of crookedly bent over the countertop, and in a pool of his own blood is the other.
Alright. I'm gonna turn to the others. Alright. I don't know if there's anyone still hiding out inside. I don't know if we're gonna have a fight. So here's the plan. I need 2 of you, or I guess 2 of the swordsmen that came with us. Fenrir, Cybele, front. I'll be following you up. Archer, follow me up. Last 2 swordsmen behind us. If someone's hiding, I don't want them stabbing one of the ranged guys immediately in the back. We've got bows. We will not be able to take someone in melee combat. So we're basically going to put shields front and back, archers in the center.
Okay. And everybody goes along with that plan. They get into position.
All right.
And they await your word.
Shields up. Watch us around. Watch out. And here we go. Start moving in.
So as you move in, you go past the counter where the second archer is laid over. And as you make your way to the back, there's kind of like hanging beads in the doorway instead of a door. As you go through, everybody crashes through them, and you are met with a kind of like a larger rectangular room that's fairly open. There's crates and boxes and like barrels of different stuff. You can see some of them have been pried open. Some of them still have things in there. There's just like odd and end. Like there's a whole barrel that's just chain. There's some that have like a couple of like rusty swords or whatnot in them. There is towards like the back right corner, there's like a little cot and a nightstand. Presumably the shop keeps kind of room, and off to the side there's like a stove. It's kind of like an all-in-one. The part closer to the counter is more of like a warehousey kind of vibe. There's a lot of just stuff, and then in the back there's more personal things, as if he was like living out of this.
All right.
You can see the covers kind of appear to be like half thrown off the bed, but you don't see anyone here.
All right. Everyone slightly split up. Do not step too far away. Always make sure someone's within eyesight. Check any unopened crates. Be careful opening them. I don't know what could be trapped, what might not. Search for anything that could be hidden. Doors, loose tiles, or loose floorboards. Anything you could hide a person. And keep an eye out.
They nod. Is there anywhere that you are directing them or specifically looking to check?
First things first, check any of those crates. Unopened one, anything with like soft items, like if there was fabrics or something. Because you can hide a person under fabric. You probably aren't going to hide them in a barrel with a bunch of sword points sticking in it.
Okay, so as you do, you pry it open. You crack off one of the barrels, and then another one and another one. You open up a couple of them. One of them has like more leather, like leather scraps and like some like actual leather like armor. Just odd and ends. It has like some boots and stuff in it. You feel around, there doesn't appear like there's no like solid object reaching down in it. But as you're checking out the barrels, you do see that one of them appears to be maybe it was a larger barrel just by like the dust rim, but there's one that's missing. You can just see like a rim of like clean floor underneath.
I'm going to check it out. See if I can see where that barrel might have gone. I am going to call one of the others. Like, who's best at, who's done the most, like, crime scenes, investigate the most, because I can do this in a I can do this in the forest. I'm not doing this in the town. I might get lucky, but I need someone with actual skill. Because we need to see what this is. See?
Oh,
Not all.
alting again. God damn it. This is killing me, man. I might have to swap back. So, yeah, go ahead, and because there's so many people, go ahead and roll an investigation check 3 times and take the highest.
Ooh, alright. Let's see how my +0 goes. 19.
All right. So as you guys are looking around, it's fairly easy. You see originally like some of the ring is kind of shifted, almost like it's been smudged as if it had been dragged, and then you can see it looks like it's been dragged to a certain point, possibly tucked on its side and rolled out the door. It appears to have been taken out of the shop.
Alright. Do one last check around the room. Check for anything, hidden doors or anything. We might be following that barrel. Because for them to take that barrel specifically, something important must be in it.
Okay, so one last look around. Are you looking for anything in particular? You said secret doors.
Yeah, like loose floorboards, anything that looks like it could be a door or an opening to a different room.
Go ahead and make an investigation check again, just one. And as for like secret stuff, you don't like you're knocking on walls and like tapping on floors and stuff. You're looking for anything. You don't find any. It seems to be well built. Everything seems to be solid, and you don't see anything that's like super loose or torn up or anything like that that would indicate that there's a secret hatch or whatever.
No. Well, I guess we're going after that barrel now. Let's. I'm gonna turn to Fenrir. Do you think, Cybele, your wolf will be able to follow any kind of sense?
Well, of course she can. Sybil, sniff around. And as he says that, she puts her nose to the ground, just starts sniffing around where the barrel is and like over towards where the bed area is. She sniffs and then sniffs and brings you up to like another crate that's kind of back in the other room. And as Fenrir plops it open, there is a corpse in there of like an older gentleman. Seems to have been dead for at least a day.
At least a day.
At least a day.
So either.
And as she kind of circles back and gets another scent and begins slowly tracking it out the door.
Alright. Let's follow the wolf.
Poor bastard. As,
yeah, but
Fenrir shakes his head.
hopefully it was fast.
So as Cybele takes you out, she taking you through the town. It kind of goes like down the alley further and circles back and around, and brings you to the docks. At which point She begins to like sniff around in a circle, like goes one way, goes another way, and comes back. And just sits in front of Fenrir and looks at him. Hi. She's lost the scent. It's got to be somewhere around here. I'd guess one of those 2 ships. And he points ahead. There seems to be like a... Again, not quite a galleon, but looks to be like some sort of like trading kind of vessel. And then off to the side of that, there's kind of just like a smaller... trying to think what you'd call the exact style of boat. But yeah, anyway, it's a smaller, probably like a 2 or 3 man ship.
A 2-3 man ship that it starts with an S. I know what it is.
Yes, a sailboat.
No,
yeah,
there's
no,
a...
no, I know. I don't know why the name is escaping me for the type of ship, but anyway, so there's a smaller ship, there's a larger ship. On the larger ship, you do see there is a couple of lanterns lit. The smaller ship, all the lights are off.
The sloop. That's what it is.
Sloop.
You guys with the Lord wouldn't happen to have any kind of like investigative say for ships, would you? Or is that outside the Lord's abilities?
In terms of, just so I know what you're saying, is in terms of like them
Like-
being able to just go aboard a ship and check it out.
Yeah, like them being able to explain there's been a murder and a robbery, something's been taken, we need to check the ships just to make sure.
One of them comes up. We can check the ships and say it's in the Lord's name, but we don't have any badge.
From here, how fast would you be able to get there? Get like the I don't know, the Lord or the Lieutenant to give you a badge or something.
By the time I make it back, maybe an hour, maybe less if I sprint.
Alright. Let me see. What do you guys think? Do you want to go for the badge, or do you want to risk trying to sneak onto a ship? Because if we're wrong on our first guess, we could end up raising alarms on the other.
They look around. They look from one ship to the other. And then they turn to you. Not sure. I'd say if we try the small ship first, it'll be a lot easier to convince a single person or a small crew than it would be a large trading vessel. You never know what kind of merchant those are tied to.
Yeah.
But we might be wasting precious time.
Yeah.
If we wait.
We'll go with the sloop first. You know what? One of you go see if you can get a badge. The rest of us will try talking to the sloop. We'll let them know we are, if we need to, we will bring someone with a badge, but we just need to check the ship just to make sure, because a shopkeep was murdered, and some of his, if I had to guess, a number of his wares stolen. because the shop was gutted on top of the barrel.
All right. So who is So who are you sending?
I'll send one of the swordsmen.
Okay. Just keep track of what you've sent.
Yeah.
All right. Very good.
So the rest of us will go check, see what we can do with the people in the sloop.
All right. So, as you make your way, I keep pressing Z. And now what happens is it auto goes to a text box and it just types a million Z's. So anyway, you go on the docks and go up to the small ship. Are you just jumping on? You're gonna storm it, or are you looking to talk to
No.
somebody?
I'm looking to talk to someone. Last thing I need is running a full party of armed people onto a ship and raising problems.
Okay, so how far back are they?
I want some of them nearby. Like, I want it to be obvious, like, these are guards. Because they should still be wearing about the same uniforms the guards walking around are, but
Yeah.
I don't want them all, like, right on top of the guy when I start talking. Just some close enough, the others farther back. So I'll
Okay.
take, like, 2 of the swordsmen closer with me.
Okay, very good. So you step onto the deck, and yeah. So again, the smaller ship, you can see towards the back, in the style of ship is generally where like the captain's quarters is. Again, this is only like a few men, so they might reside down below. Nobody's up, nobody's approaching you yet at this point.
Yeah, I'll walk up to the captain's quarters. Like, if it's got a door, I'll knock on it.
You bang on it. No answer.
I'll knock on it again. Hey, I'm with the guards. We need to talk to you about. There's been a murder nearby and some stolen supplies. I need to make sure. Check the ship. Need someone to come up, give approval.
You hear some shuffling from beyond the door. Yeah, 1 minute, 1 minute.
I'm going to back away from this door now. I don't want to be right on top of the dude.
Yeah, you just hear like the sounds of like, you can tell when somebody's like getting ready on the other side of the door. Clearly he must be like putting pants on, doing like whatever he's doing, and opens the door. Yeah, of course, of course. So what's the trouble? What can I help you with?
There was a. Yeah. No. Bring one of the guards closer, just so he can see the uniform. There's been a murder and a robbery. One of the shops has pretty much been gutted, supplies taken, goods taken. We're checking to see, from what we could tell, following the scent, I'll point over to the Cybele. The supplies came up to the docks. We're not sure which ship has it, so we're just having to check each ship. Didn't want to just storm you with a bunch of guards saying we got to do this, so wanted to let you guys know this is something we'll need to do.
Yeah, he looks to the guards for a second and then back to you, and nods. Well, thanks for that. Yeah, very good. Yeah, this all you. Go ahead. Do what you need.
All right.
Let me just wake my men so they know you're coming. They're down
All right.
below. So he lights a lantern and goes down. Brings the other.
As
Yep. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, as he's going down, I'll start getting the others to come on board, especially Cybele. Have her start sniffing around, at least on the top, not going down yet.
Okay. So he comes back up a few minutes later with a couple of grumpy-looking men who stand off to the side. He gestures to you. Go ahead.
All right. Now, basically, just lead the guys downstairs, down into the where they got the supplies.
Okay. So as you get down, you can see pretty much just straight past is like on the right-hand side. There's a couple of hammocks where the guys were probably staying. You see some of their stuff. Over on the left-hand side, there's just a bunch of what look to be supplies. There's like some sacks and boxes and things like that. You can see like clearly some of the sacks are like rice, some of them are like potatoes. Like there's supplies, and then beyond that there is a just a door that that leads probably like the last third of the length of the ship. There's like just a door. You can't see beyond it because it's closed, but it's not a very large ship.
All right. I'm gonna wait for Cybele to kind of check this area out, see if she picks up anything. If not, I'm gonna move to that door.
Okay, so Cybele and Fenrir, because Fenrir's going with her, they begin scoping out things, start sniffing up all the supplies and whatnot. Doesn't track any sort of sense.
All right.
Nothing yet. Goes over like sniffs around the hammocks. It doesn't pick up any scents. So is everybody following you, or did you leave like the guards on deck and you guys are just coming down here to check out and then you're going back up? Because you said you brought all the guards on the ship, correct?
Yeah, I'm bringing. I'll leave 2 of the swordsmen up top. The others are coming down with me just in case. I wasn't sure how many things we were going to have to check.
Yeah, again, this is a small ship, so it's kind of like you guys are at the front investigating and they're kind of in the back. They're following you, kind of like checking the stuff behind you, but it's, I don't want to say it's single file, but it's not very wide down here. The like walkable space.
All right. Since Sabelle's not picking up anything, I am going to have one of the swordsmen come up front with me. Is there enough room for us to get on either side of the doorway? Or is it basically like a straight line in front of it?
It's like a straight line in front of it. Like, if you're going to do like a battle grid wise, it would be like a 5-foot square.
Okay.
You know, like you might be able to squeeze 2 people in there, but mechanically speaking,
Right.
not really.
I'm going to have him kind of squeeze by me. I will take my bow out just in case, but shield up. Be ready. If there's something on that the other side of that door and it's obvious it's hostile, we'll fight it. Do not swing first. We don't need something with the guards killing people. And we'll move up to the door. Z. I think you're holding Alt again, if you are talking.
I'm holding Alt again. Damn it, man.
You were all dead, but now I gotta say it again.
Yeah, now I just gotta kill you again. What was I saying here? Okay, yes, so.
The giant ancient golden dragon descends upon the city.
So. Yeah, so Cybele doesn't have any sense, like, at the doorway. You do, however, notice that it's locked.
Alright. Alright. We're gonna head back up. Gonna ask the captain what's back there. But so far, Cybele hasn't picked up anything. So I'm not sure there is anything in here. But
Okay.
just to be safe.
Alright, 1 second.
I think you might be pressing the wrong button again.
No, actually, this time
okay.
I'm hold on, let me do some things. So how many guards were on deck?
There were the two on deck. The rest of us went down. There's the two swordsmen upstairs.
Yeah. So, yeah, you get upstairs. Nobody's on the ship. You see the lantern is placed at the spot where the 3 men were standing.
So everyone's gone. There's just a lantern. Is it
Correct.
sitting or is it on its side?
No, it's sitting. It's like it's been placed down.
Everybody get off the ship.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative. All right. Sorry, this is what I was doing, and I kept, it was getting messed up. So go ahead, and where you're coming out here is, this was like the captain's quarters. Back there. You guys went down like right here.
Alright.
And this is like where everybody was standing. You just come out of like the hatch underneath there. There's like stairs or whatever, and coming out of the hatch, you just see this lantern. But you look around, you don't see anybody.
Complex.
You know what? No, I'm dropping that. I'm gonna rework it. Once I got everything down, then we'll do it from there.
Okay, so
we're just gonna do the normal for now. Yep. forgot I have to run Tweedledum.
And Tweedledee.
So I'll say I'll give you enough time to walk like to there, like one space. You can be in any space around this door.
All right.
The rest of everybody else is like down under, like you guys are coming up and you notice this.
Though I can say I wasn't expecting that. Everybody off the ship, roll initiative. Damn it.
It's giving me a loading sign and says that some of these things aren't doing what they're supposed to.
Well, I see an archer. At least I think it's an archer.
I have to remake this dude's token, and it's just gonna take me a second. Do you see anything plopped down yet?
I see an archer. That's about it.
Come on, roll 20. You can do it. I'm refreshing real quick, see if that does anything. Sorry, bud.
No, that's fine. Oh, there's another.
There we go. For some reason, it had a token, but the token was broken.
No, I'm glad I pulled out my bow earlier.
Okay. I'm gonna give you access so you can play as him because I don't want to.
Okay. Ooh, double rangers. Here we go. All right. Let's see.
All right, you should be all set. Wow. Damn it.
You don't mess with the ranger team. Okay, let's see. What has he got?
So yeah, you have, don't forget to have, Cybele or whatever do her thing.
I believe Cybele goes on his turn.
Okay, yep. Oh, that's good. So, essentially, this is what happens. They do get to attack you, but, because I read, like, how surprise is supposed to work, there's actually a round where you can still, like, you react, they're still going to act before, I'm trying to think of how to put this. It's essentially,
They move first.
It's essentially your awareness, but to get, say, surprised, like if you want to surprise someone, you still have to go before them in the initiative, if that makes sense.
Okay, so only one person actually catches me off guard.
Correct, yeah. So, 2 arrows get fired at you, Zlatota, as you step out of the thing. And you notice, and like you go and you reach for your bow just as...
I was gonna say I actually had my bow out, remember?
Oh,
Because I pulled it before we opened the door. Or before we tried to open the door. Ooh, that one.
Yeah, nat 1 and a 13, so as you're just like, nope, just ching. One of them goes wide. This guy comes up here. Goes up to Fenrir.
Uh, 8 plus 6.
Yeah, so 14. The other one doesn't hit him, so he takes 14 and then makes a Constitution saving throw, DC 15, or takes 28 poison damage.
He's auto dead. 28 goes way over his max at 16. So Fenrir has died.
His
Straight
max is 16.
He's got a negative.
That's not
He's only
right.
level 3. He's
Yeah, he should
level
not.
3 and has a -1 con mod.
Yeah, no,
Oh, no.
he should have leveled up though. He shouldn't still be level 3.
It's a negative con.
Yeah.
I don't know who puts negative in con. That's
Yeah, hold on. So he failed. He took 28 plus his 14. So
which even at level 7, I've only got 53, and he was injured.
No, I'm trying to see if he's instantly dead. Is what I'm saying. Because he has to take 2
Okay,
times
yeah.
his health.
It's if the damage over that you take matches your max health. Or is that still the old edition?
Right.
It has
So
to do double max health.
It has to do double for it to
Okay.
affect it.
yeah,
So it's not like the old edition anymore.
correct. Yeah. So it has to do double its health. So hold on. So it's 28 plus what was it? 14. So 38. So 42. So what's the ranger's die? It's D8 for a ranger.
Yeah, I believe so. Let me pull it up real quick. It's a D10.
Oh, even better. Yeah.
Or-
So he is down. He is certainly not feeling good, but he is not straight dead because he should be leveled up. Everybody else leveled up and he didn't. So it would have
Alright.
been just enough because it's a D10. It's a 6 on average. So it would be 42. It would be. Yeah, it would be exact, and then it would depend on if he took con as a whatever. It's fine. For now, he's not instantly dead. Because, like I said,
Okay.
he should have leveled up.
What level would he be right now?
I believe. I gave everybody 1 level to level up to 7.
So he'd be
he's
up to-
only played, but he's played in 2 sessions, right?
Yes.
That's not
Yeah.
I was gonna let
He's-
him. I was gonna let him
five
level.
last.
What?
I say he should have been already on 5 last session. He told us to level up, so he should be at 6 now.
He started
No,
3, and
yeah,
that's
he
when we
started
met
at
him.
3, and it's only been
He
2
was-
sessions.
Yeah, he was in the background while I talked to the Lord, and fought with Rom last session.
Yeah. So he's level 4. He's definitely level 4, which is
Okay.
fine. I'm making the call right now. It's fine. He's not instantly dead. He should be level 4.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure what I need to adjust Isabella's health to. Because I can't remember if it was 3 or 4 times your max health. I believe it's 4 times your level. So if he's at 4, Cybel's at 16 max HP. Just to give Cybel the best chance of not getting one shot. Z, not Alt.
Damn it. So yeah, you take these 2. You take 12 damage as 2 more arrows come, and
And that was at Zlatoa?
yes, and
Okay.
you just hear just like essentially a squelch as from behind you. You see Fenrir drop and begin to like down the stairs. Some of the people begin to like run up and over him as they've started to hear the commotion that's going on. So go ahead and roll a death saving throw for him. And then what I'm going to do is start plopping everyone around. So you had 2. You started with how many guards? 5, right? 5 guards. Because there was a
Going
team of
into-
6, including yourself. And then
Yeah.
one of them
We
left
sent
to go
one-
deliver a message. 2 of them.
And then the 2 on top.
Yes. So what 2 are with you? Are they the rangers?
I only brought 1 ranger.
You only brought 1 ranger. Okay, so there's 2 people left. Is it a
Yeah,
swordsman
so it'd
and
be
a
a
ranger?
swordsman and a ranger.
Okay.
Yeah. Green dot means
Yeah.
friendly.
That's right. Actually, hold on here. That's closer to what you would have. For now, stat-wise, this is what we're going with, because a lot of these humanoid ones that Anthony entered are, like, all the links are broken for whatever reason. Okay, so that's one fail. Okay. Okay, so, as this guy...
I was gonna say, make sure you don't skip Fenrir, because Cybele does get to attack on this turn.
Yep. So
So it's-
Cybele is going
Yes.
to go ahead and get around this thing that just attacked the master here. And yeah, no, I'll let you do what.
No, that was
whatever
actually
Cybele-
what I was about to do.
It's probably what Cybele would do.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Just immediately step over there.
All right.
11 to bite.
Yeah, as a ducks out of the way, the assassin kind of like readies towards Cybele. I'm putting this other guy off to the side. As this ranger comes up and he sees what's going on, looks and sees the guy right there, positions himself on the side. These both have +2, which are not enough as the assassin goes over, dodges one, and then ching, parries the other one, throws the spy off balance. The thug runs up the stairs. The swordsman runs up the stairs and sees the assassin as well. Probably would attack the assassin again right there. He doesn't want to take any attacks. Actually, he's going to stop for a second and look to you. Should we take out the scouts or this one?
Take out that one. I'll take the scouts.
He nods. Ugh.
And watch the blade.
Okay. As he manages to get one hit in. All right. This one takes 2 shots at you again, Slatoda. So one of them hitting for 9 damage. The other one, and then it's your go.
Alright, let me...
So just to be
Alright.
clear, Fenrir is kind of like down the steps a little bit. So you'd have to move into his spot and down the steps ever so slightly if you're
Yeah.
trying to help him out.
I'm going to Hunter's Mark this one.
Okay.
Let's see if my luck sticks with me. Can't Colossus Slayer yet. But I can... Oh man, I don't have it. Alright. I'm gonna longbow. If this hits, I need to roll a 1d6.
Definitely hits.
So 5. And then follow that up with hopefully the good one. Longbow, Colossus Slayer, Hunter's Mark.
Boom, yeah, that hits.
And then I am going to step it this way.
Alright, You can see that scout kind of like comes down to its knees and ugh.
If you're smart, stay down. This is...
Alright, the thug, I ended up letting him go. Yeah, the thug already went.
Yep.
Yeah, this guy's gonna go after the thug that actually managed to get hit on him. Okay, so 1 hit, 4 damage, and then potentially poison. Actually makes the con save, so it takes half, which is 11. So 11 plus 4 is 15.
That man needs a promotion. He survived a hit that probably could have just dropped him.
So this scout, yeah, goes ahead, does 2 longbow attacks at you, kind of like gets up, and then like turns and begins to run towards the back of the ship.
Uh, 16 meets my AC.
Okay. Which you say 16 meets your AC?
Meets my AC. So my AC is 16, it hit for 16, or it reached a 16.
It says it's 18 in your sheet. Why?
That's if I have my shield,
Okay.
because I can't split it 16, 18.
Okay, very good. Yeah, so you take 4.
Take 4?
Yep. Yeah, it
Okay,
yeah, if it meets the number, it hits.
yeah, I was looking at the wrong attack.
Yeah, sorry, it's a big block because it's either the short sword or the longbow. Okay, so Fenrir, go ahead and make a death saving throw. So Fenrir continues to like head down the stairs.
That's a nat 1.
That is a nat 1. Okay, so you hear as Fenrir goes to the bottom of the stairs. Not quite sure what happened.
Nat 1s are double fails, correct?
Absolutely.
Alright. Fenrir is officially dead.
Oh man, Toast is gonna
Oh
be pissed.
no! How
Sorry, Toast.
Yeah, he's gonna be pissed.
All right.
At least his character didn't die first session.
True. So this guy's gonna keep doing what he's doing here. Up top. These both have +2. The first one hits.
Ooh.
Nice. That is nice. So 13 damage plus sneak attack.
Ooh. I didn't realize I took a rogue with me.
4, an extra 7. So that's 20. Yeah, as the assassin. Ugh!
Oh, I forgot I didn't make Cybele attack.
Go ahead and make Cybele attack.
And yeah.
Okay, that's enough to hit.
And the DC save.
Oh yeah, all day.
I was gonna say, I don't know if it'd be hard for him to actually miss a DC 11.
But 8 damage is pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright. The scout up top is going to go ahead and attempt to pick off this thug here. Both hit. Alright, so as the thug keeps saying thug. It's a swordsman, but same stat block. So yeah, as the swordsman gets dropped, Slatoda.
Yeah, I changed my mind. I still have. Oh yeah, I've got plenty of room.
You got room. I would say just based on it, you just have to take one step down of movement in order to get the line.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I don't think that would have affected anything mechanically. Just shooting that out there.
Alright. I need to add my d6 to this.
That's more than enough anyway.
I'm just making sure how much I overkill.
Alright, so
Bonus.
as it hits between the shoulder blades and the scout attempts to grab onto the side and is like steadying himself for a second, then falls over the edge and into the water.
Alright. Bonus action, I'm shifting my hunter's mark.
Okay.
And then I still have my line on that one, right?
I would say from this angle would give the scout just a little bit of cover. If you move up like one space, then it's good.
Yeah, so basically sidestep, kill someone, sidestep, go back.
Right. And that's more of like the nitpicky part of me.
And this one hasn't been injured yet.
Correct.
So
Now it
roll
has damn
2d6.
That's a one shot.
Hello and welcome to death.
Oh yeah. That's a one shot. So as you like right between the eyes. Just gone. Alright, this assassin like looks over to you and then over to this other spy. Alright. Yeah, you know what? That's what this person would do.
Run.
Fuck that. They're gonna attack, they're gonna gut this wolf first.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw on the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, so and then turns around and attempts to get the other spy, which I don't know if that hits. It does hit. So 9. This guy does a save. No. Okay. 27. Wow. Okay. So as you're like, you turn around, right as you turn around, you see this assassin slice both of these guys, and they both drop. And the assassin just kind of like twirls the daggers that he has and kind of like readies himself.
No, I don't want to die today. I'm sure you don't want to risk dying today. So I say, I'll go my way, you go your way, and I am off.
Okay.
I'm taking my 15 to get down, to dive off, and then I'm going down 15. I can hold my breath for 15 minutes. If I can get to the bottom, he's not following.
Okay, and you have a swim speed, correct? Or do you not?
I have a 30-foot swim speed.
Okay, so you're doing all that, yeah. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way this guy can catch you.
Yeah, because even if he tried to follow, he'd go 5 feet versus my 15.
Okay, so you look back, and you can just see the brief shimmer of like the shimmering image, blurry image of this silhouette standing over the boat and like looking, and then shoo, like back onto the boat as you continue to swim down into the darkness.
I have dark vision, but I am going down for a bit, and I'm basically going to swim around. I'm wanting to get away from the boats, find a spot I might be able to climb up. But I'm gonna.
Okay.
But I'm going to stick around underwater for a bit. I don't want someone with a crossbow waiting for me.
Okay. So, hold on here. So, when you come back up, essentially the shore would be more to that side, like where the docks area is. The dock also goes further down a little bit, as you can see. There are other ships.
I wasn't sure if you pinged something. I'm just.
Yeah, over to this right side here.
Okay.
That's the direction of where the shoreline is.
I'll start swimming over there.
Okay.
And while I'm down there, I want to see if I can pop a spell or two, just as I'm swimming.
Yeah, no problem. You said you're going like all the way down to the bottom, and then you're coming back
Yeah,
up.
I'm going down, and then I'm swimming over. Once it hits about a 10, 11-minute mark, I'm heading up, get some air, but I'm staying down. But popping my spells.
Okay.
Dang. That's the first one. Wait, 3. And following that one up, I will be going Pass Without Trace.
All right. So, as you come to, I say come to, but you come to the surface. Yeah, you're free. You're free to do whatever you wish. I mean, are you headed back to the boat? Are you just kind of going off?
Oh no, I'm sneaking out of there. This is. I am sneaking my way over to where the clan is, where my family caravan is.
Okay. Just for future whatever, just remember I said you could have as many men as you want.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to take another 200 men to throw on a sloop.
Well, it wouldn't have been 200, but you could have had a dozen. You could have had even 15, 2 dozen. There's plenty of healthy.
Yeah.
The commander's like, oh, how many men do you want for this excursion?
But
I'll take 200,000.
I was going to say, but the last time I took a bunch of men somewhere, they ruined my entire stealth situation by marching. I was like, why would you do this to me? So I'm taking a small group who won't be marching down the streets, waking up everybody.
And then you're still going to get irked. And then this time you get ambushed by people who are still sneakier than you.
People are not sneakier than me. I am currently rocking a plus 19 stealth.
Yeah, it's true.
All right. So you make your way to the caravan. Obviously, everybody's sleeping, and even so, like I would assume they don't sleep in the caravan unless they park outside of the city to do so. I'll leave that kind of in your hands because they're your people. I suppose you would know.
No, I mean they'd grab maybe one or two, a couple to stay with the supplies, but the most of the group's gonna go into inns. But we've got that. There's always that one inn everyone goes to. And when you start becoming monthly regulars, you kind of get a spot.
Right? Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. So you take a little time. You go to. Are you going to the inns or you're going to the supplies first?
I'm going to the supplies first.
Okay.
Because we need to. If they need to pack something up, they need to pack it up now.
Yeah, there's one that's asleep in the back. The other one's just kind of like sitting there with a lantern. Kind of just like has a knife, is just like chiseling away, kind of making like a makeshift spear.
Yeah. I was going to say, if anything, it'd probably be a javelin, because that's one of the things we actually have for the racial bonus.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. I'll slowly approach him, let him know I'm here so he doesn't go trying to stab me, but
He looks over to you. Zlatota!
shh, shh. We need to go.
He gets to his feet, very serious. What is it, brother?
You know those people, the one we met, and then he had those friends?
He nods.
Yeah, comes out they pissed off Tuck, the big crime lord. Not only that, but he turned into a whole instant with the lord of the city. Comes out there's a princess, she's been kidnapped. I've got no clue where in the world she's supposed to be. But the Lord sent me with some guards to go check out, to go get her. Everybody's dead. I mean, like, everybody is dead. They got dropped in just a couple hits. We need to go.
He nods. Oi,
We'll probably...
Black, get up.
Yeah.
And he like goes and he grabs the dude's trying to think, like his ankle, and just like shakes. Oh. What is it? We need to go now. And you see him jump out and follow suit.
For a while, we're probably gonna have to trade at Utsad or go to Volstend. We do not want anyone in the clans coming to Hundel for a little while.
He nods. Protect the clan, brother.
Protect the clan. And I'll start going heading to the inns.
Yeah, and they begin just like feverishly just like packing stuff up. So you go around to the inns. Again, it's late. At this point it's probably almost like not quite dawn, but you can feel it like in your skin, where it's like, you know, there's only maybe like an hour and a half until dawn. Yeah, so you make it to the inn. You let everybody know, and you make your way back to the caravan.
Yeah, once we get to the caravan, we're going. We go to Utsad. I'm gonna try and grab as much rest as I can after being up for constantly these last 2 nights, but we're going.
Okay, so you take the necessary time to pack up. Even packing feverishly still takes a little bit. By the time you roll out of the city, is there anything else you were looking to do before?
No, we are
Okay,
leaving.
you are gone. Okay, so about the time that the sun begins to just crest over the horizon, the sun begins to illuminate the sky, just a luminescent purple, and then to a crimson, an orange. Um, Hondel begins to leave behind you. I will say, go ahead and just make a straight Constitution check for me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you are not exhausted. You could still use a long rest, but you do not have the exhausted status.
I could still hold on. I could still use the long rest. Like, I still need to sleep, or
Yes, like I mean, like you haven't taken a long rest at this point because you've now stayed up like all night.
yeah,
You've done a lot of stuff. So I'm just saying you don't have the exhausted like mechanic.
yeah,
Like
because
you are still tired, but you don't have the exhausted mechanic. Is what I'm saying.
Which
yeah, because
exhausted is like disadvantage on everything. It's terrible.
I know because I basically woke up one night, started, fought through the night, and then hopped on a caravan, started going. I was like, okay, this is we need to go.
Right.
Hey, now Fromm is our only attachment left in Hondel.
Okay. So I will let you. Yeah, you can have 1 square of movement wherever you and your people would go. Whether you're going to outside, whether you're going back to the village, whatever it is that you're doing.
Yeah, we're gonna be going back to outside.
Okay. So go ahead and because obviously you're starting early, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4. If you did all day and you're really hiking, you could get right to the outside of Utsad where this farmland is, but you'd have to roll 4d6s.
I'm not sure I want to risk that because I do want to try and get that long rest as we travel. Mm,
Well, either way, so the long rest takes like realistically
Yeah.
like 6 to 8 hours. So it would be probably you would have to move 2 full hexes without
Yeah,
any sort
I
of
was just-
incident, and then after that, I would say you have your long rest because there's obviously there's enough people to man the caravan while you rest.
that's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, do I want to risk just 3 or do I want to risk all 4? But let's see how it goes. All right.
All right, so you now have a full rest under your belt.
All right.
Yep. So go ahead and do one more.
You can do it. We believe in you.
Don't say that. Okay.
Nice.
3 threes.
Okay. So I don't require a roll for this this farmland that's bordering Utsad. I don't require one.
All right.
So
And
that
that's-
is like your full day because you've actually started like super early.
As the sun rose.
And you guys end up kind of like camping, like right outside, but in the fields, on the side of the road, probably about 4 to 6 miles outside of Utsad.
Yeah, and while we're just camping, I was like, all right, brothers and sisters, I have some shit to tell you. And I'm just going to go over the last, 2-3 days from after I split with them in the marketplace all the way till now. Just this is the... I went with them expecting adventures. This is not at all what I was expecting.
And as you tell this story, there's like two children that are on the caravan. They come out and they're like, Zlatota, Zlatota, and the parents are like pushing them off. And then as you're telling the story, they begin to let them listen, and they're just completely entranced. Just a very like old school like tradition of storytelling. Everybody's just like, wow, like asking you about like how many people you killed, and one of them pipes up and is like, did you kill the Lord? And they're like,
no.
Yeah, did you kill the Lord?
No. But, and here's the fun part. The Lord paid me in advance.
He did?
Yeah, remember he threw that 500 gold at my feet.
He most certainly did.
Oh shit. I wasn't paying enough attention.
Like, I didn't kill him. But this is one reason we may not want to go to Heimdall for a while.
Yeah, the Lord wakes up one morning and hears the reports, and it's like, so where's the lizard? We have no idea.
Well, considering he's going to possibly find a ship full of corpses, who knows? I may float up on the shore one day. I may not. Oh, dang it. I completely forgot about this. My new level 7 thing.
You know, well, it's one thing to think about. How many people we collectively as a party have pissed off in Heimdall?
I was going to say, I have actually, when they asked how many people I've killed, I actually do have it written down.
I also have my kill count written down.
Yeah, because
It's like, how many bridges are in Heimdall? Burn them all!
Yeah. I have a blacksmith who's pissed at me. Or everybody has an entire basically fucking mafia that's pissed at them. Zlatoda now has an assassin who's probably not happy with him. Like,
I was going to say, I don't know how that assassin feels, because I did leave.
Yeah.
So he's either going, dang it, that's someone I could have killed, or he's going, oh shit, I don't have to actually risk death anymore.
And also,
my biggest threat just left.
And now, depending on how they feel about you disappearing, you might have a lord who doesn't like you very much because you basically abandoned your task and took the money with you. So yeah.
And that kill count while in the city, 2 nights, 9 thugs
I
dropped
killed
by my
4
bow.
in one encounter where I actually got to do stuff. Also, what was I gonna say? Oh, for like a generally chaotic good to neutral good, like chaotic neutral party, we sure have a lot of enemies.
Oh, I am neutral. I am pure neutral. Yeah, I'll help you. Yeah, I'll leave. Yeah, I'll run off with 500 gold.
Vernon is chaotic good. Because I imagine that, like, his personality, he wants to help people. He's just inexperienced. He's shitty at everything. And he's a little bit of an asshole. So he wants to help people, but he fucks up.
But yeah, I'm just... As we're camping, I'm gonna tell them about just everything.
Mm-hmm.
I have never seen a TSX file. How am I supposed to use that, Dylan?
If you go into the tiled, which I've pinned it to our general anyway. In Discord.
Okay, I'll try and figure it out. Thank you.
Yeah, if you look at pinned messages in there, you'll see the link to the program, and then once you download it, you open it, whatever, you should be able to upload, though it should be like open tile set or whatever.
The tiled map editor by Thorbjorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Could you just give me I don't think it's going to work. I think I'm going to need like a zip folder of the images because it isn't showing up when I'm looking for tile sets.
The pinned messages, what is that, like the third one in the general chat? Pinned messages.
Correct.
I'll figure it out. Continue.
It's all right.
Ignore me.
No, I got it. I got it. It's been too much of a disruption here, so I'll just do it now.
Yeah, I'm going to need the zip because it's not accepting it. It doesn't have the images with it.
All right, no problem. I just did it. Okay, so yeah, Zlatoda, that's how you end your day. So yeah, Throm. So you have a good old time drinking the night away. You wake up the next morning to Tuck. He kind of like goes up and he like kicks your leg that's hanging off the bed. Hey, morning, sunshine.
I'm gonna get like a stretch. Creak in the bed. I'm up. I'm up.
You ready to take me to that princess or what?
Of course, yes. Give me like 10 minutes to do my morning stretches and we should go.
He nods, and then he walks out the door.
Did I heal it all?
Yep.
So I'm gonna get up and take my armor off and stretch. Go through a couple boxing motions and whatnot. As I took my next totem in barbarian, even though it's like, oh shit. Even though I guess it's a weird time for it to happen. I think it changes me like physically or something like that. Just say like from the fight that's been going on a couple days, I've Dragon Ball Z type leveled up from the losses I've taken. And Throm's just looking a bit buffer, a bit cockier, not as nearly as bulky, a little leaner. Just as an explanation. And then I'll put my armor back on, grab my sword, and head out.
All right. So by the time you head out, you can see the market. Everything is kind of like starting to pick up. People are starting to set out their wares. It's fairly early in the morning. There's Tuck. There's kind of two more guys that are further behind, but it's pretty much just you and Tuck. You lead him to the shop that you remember. And you see the same sight because they wouldn't have done anything with it. You just see the arm, just it's like a pale, it's like a gray color, just hanging out of the doorway.
Shit. I'm gonna go over to the body and look at it. Does the guy look familiar?
No, it appears to be some sort of ranger. You can see he has bows on him. He has like a short sword on him as well.
Gotcha.
Actually, because you did fly to the roof, so he seems to be wearing the same garb as the people from yesterday, the keep, that they came from the keep.
As I look them over, I'll say to something.
Luckily, this is not the same guy, so I thought he might have been killed. But this is not him, so.
You look over and you see there's a second ranger that's kind of bent over in a weird angle across the countertop. Again, covered in blood.
It appears that they beat us here.
I'm gonna look around shop. Is there any leave any weapons around?
Yeah, there's nothing too fancy looking, but there's a couple of swords, a couple of hammers. There's probably 4 or 5 shields. Tuck kind of like bends his head down as he's stepping in the doorway. He just kicks the guy that's dead. Kind of just like nonchalantly kicks him in the face.
Yeah. Fortunately, the guy is not here, but feel free to take any weapons you want.
And I like show him my sword.
He makes a pretty good blade.
Yeah. He goes back out and he just whistles. And a couple of his guys come in. Why don't we clean house? And he kind of motions over as they just they just collect a whole bunch of stuff. They like run over and grab a cloth to just like wrap up all these blades and whatnot in it.
Any great axes?
You know what? For you, Throm, yes, there is one singular great axe. It's dusty. It's kind of sitting in the corner.
I'll go over to it and heft it.
I have not carried one of these in a long time.
So I check the balance, swing it back and forth a little bit.
It feels good. Doesn't feel like it's certainly not the most remarkable piece you've felt in your hands, but it's definitely a stick with sharp slabs of iron, sharp slabs of steel on the end.
Yep.
Just your cup of tea.
I'll just like tuck it. I'll put it with my other 2 swords and just strap it on my back. Have a slew of a large one on my back.
Alright, so after you tuck it, what are you doing?
So, Doc, what do you want to do from here?
You tell me. Where'd you go? And as he says that, boss, over here. What is it? A body here in the barrel. He looks to you and then goes over to the barrel. Anybody know who he is? Looks around. The guards nod.
Come over and take a look at him.
You can see this is definitely the guy that you dropped the princess off with.
Oh, shit. That's the guy.
At that, Tuck just kind of simmers for a moment and then slams his hands down on the countertop. Shit! Do you know what would have taken her?
Give me a moment of that. Let's see.
Okay.
I do recall a fight by the water not long ago. That may or may not have something to do with this, but maybe we check down by the docks.
Maybe. Let's go.
Come on, the body inside the barrel. Might not like reach aside and feel around on the body, got any gold on them or anything. I don't know. A pouch or a necklace, insignia,
Yeah.
rings,
As
anything.
you feel around, he doesn't have any gold pieces on him, but he has a couple of rings on him, like just like standard kind of like um, golden bands. Nothing like terribly fancy. He does have a pendant. Again, it's not. He doesn't have like any like, super artisan piece. He just has a little bit on him.
Yeah. Wasn't looking for anything insignia wise in my head thinking about anything.
No, he doesn't appear to on him. He doesn't appear to have any like insignias. He doesn't have any sort of yeah, I'm trying to think here.
Nothing.
I would say actually, given what he is, yeah, I would say probably one of his rings. I would say maybe one of his no. Yeah, on him, he doesn't have any insignias or sigils.
Okay. I will take the rings and the pendant. But not. And follow Tuck and head down to the dock.
Okay, very good.
I'll lead them to the area that I first started investigating. I started looking for the girl. I think I started on the area where we fought, which is how I know about it. I'll start there, or take them there. And as far as moving through, how does he move through the street? Is he just kind of out in the open walking, or are we kind of?
Oh, he moves like he owns the place. Until you get to like when you start getting to the dock side, he throws up a hood and he begins to make himself a little incognito, but he's not like overly trying to hide everything. He's just not flaunting it quite as much as he is in the marketplace.
Gotcha. Good to know. Yep. So, gonna continue on.
So, this is where I first got trail of the girl. Do not know how she got to this area, but well, someone is of some import.
So you're taking him? Are you taking him down where you found the girl? Like
No. When I first started searching for that, got the area by the water, the dock area.
Yeah.
Where the guards were at originally, then where I started down the alley to find her. So
right,
because I believe that's where we all met to fight the first time. That's where I'm
right. I do recall this is where a couple of my men were slaughtered. He looks over to you.
Don't look at me. I did not get to kill anyone that night. Trust me. I was very angry about it. But
he holds the gaze for a second and then he smiles.
I do recall
Yeah, at this point he goes with you.
I'd never heard the name Dawson. Just throwing it out there. I've never heard the name as Thrawn. So I don't recall that.
Sure. Yeah.
So Tuck, He kind of gives you a come hither with his head.
I was gonna say, Throm does know about Dalton, because remember that's how you pissed off all of Tuck's guys. You're like, yeah, the Dalton guy.
That was Eric, not Throm. Because I couldn't remember Tuck's name, but Throm himself has never heard of Dalton. So I metagame to screw myself. That's what happened. But yes, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I Throm has never. Tuck and Gervais are the only two people that he knows.
Okay, so as he... This way. The ship she was on's over here.
Follow.
As he brings you over, you can still see like the ship is being repaired actually right now. It's the same one that you recall being on fire that same night. He looks around. Well,
The number on this.
I'd say she's probably not on there. She'd probably run off to the keep, if anything. Although I suppose that would make sense if the archers were killed. He shrugs.
Gervais did not seem the type of nobility. Not this nobility, at least. How long ago did she disappear again, or did she leave again? 2 days ago, I said, right?
Yes. Yep.
No, that'll work. So, do you know of anybody else that would want a girl? Besides you and whoever's in the keep?
Me. Dalton, probably. I'm sure the syndicate's after her, too.
I do not know those last two. Dalton and the syndicate. What's that?
Dalton's another unsavory fellow in the city. Call him a rival, if you will.
A rival for you? Have to meet this Dalton.
Yeah. He's a sneaky little bastard.
I understand those. What of this syndicate?
It's more underground, if you will. They're spread throughout. They do more black market, hit and run kind of stuff. Seems like it's up their alley. It's a little, actually, it's supposed to be my ticket in.
Finds the girl.
He nods. Get in bed with the syndicate? Yeah. Dalton wouldn't be able to touch me.
Yeah. Having good connections is always good.
So, do you have any other leads? Or is this all we got?
Let's stop and think. Maybe I can track them to the city from the moment they left.
Ear to the ground, feet on background.
come.
As I try to kind of go from the shop from where I saw them leave and try to track through, I guess, the people who maybe would have saw them and try to see if possibly they saw where they went. I don't know if they would have noticed her, but I'm sure they would have noticed Gervais.
Okay. So, as far as anyone's concerned, nobody's seen him. Nobody recognizes the name Gervais, but as you describe, they're like, oh yeah.
Did they come this way or with a human about the high?
And I'll give a general description of her, what she was wearing, about her height, her build.
Nobody's seen anything of the like of those descriptions. As you're talking to people, you get one guy that says he saw somebody coming out of the shop, which was strange. He had like a large barrel, rolled it down to the docks, and loaded it up on a ship.
Did you see what ship?
Yeah, I can show you. And he walks around to where you can oversee most of the dock, and he points. Must have set sail this morning or last night. I don't know.
Does it have a name?
I don't know. Sorry. Just thought it was kind of strange, you know? Somebody rolling a barrel in the middle of the street like that. Huh.
Yes. You heard him. Goodbye. Bye.
Wait, no.
And, go back to.
Kind of scratched his head. The guy runs up to you.
What?
Sir, well, you know, he scratched his head. Little something for my trouble. He holds out his hand.
Is Tuck around?
Tuck's kind of off doing his own thing right now. He's also investigating.
Gotcha. And I'll pull out a copper and put it in his hand.
There you go. Don't spend it all over the place.
What?
And give him a pat on the shoulder and walk away.
Fuck you. Fucker. You see as he pockets the copper and walks off. So you guys come back together with Tuck. Did you find out anything?
Yeah. That useless one over there. Yeah. Saw Gervais rolling a barrel down to one of the ships down by the dock. Probably had the girl in it. He did not see it in the bay, so he thinks it set sail this morning.
Damn it. He kind of snickers a little bit.
If you know of a fast ship, you may be able to catch it, but sailing is not my forte.
It's not mine either. He kind of stands there with his hands on his hips for a few seconds, and I don't really have much power outside of Hundel. Especially not out there on the seas. Plus, who knows? Who knows where she is now? Damn it. And he begins kind of walking back.
Where is the girl from, originally?
Up north. Frost Hall. some sort of political marriage, I guess, between her,
It was just
somebody in Volstand. That's what I hear.
they're still headed back north.
Yeah, you would probably know coming from the north. Frost Hall is like there's like the frigid wastes, and then there's like one singular like settlement up there of humans. I say humans. There's more than just humans up there. One single settlement of like a civilized society, where like you guys are more nomads. They're like the one settled place. It would be probably some place that you guys would have had some dealing with, like in terms of trading, because there is kind of a balance. There's a mutual benefit to having a settled versus nomadic. So you guys have probably done some trading with them, but probably don't have super close relations. But you know of them, besides the point.
If we were too close, we probably would have raided and took over anyway, so. But if they can give us goods that we can't get up here, yeah, that makes sense. That they wouldn't raid them, steal all their stuff and rest. So, okay, alright, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I get it.
Alright. I know a bit of that settlement. Had a few dealings with them back in my time in the wastes.
The wastes, eh?
Yeah. Frigid bitch up north.
He nods.
So, what will you do now to get in the syndicate?
I was hoping for the easy ticket in. Suppose I'll have to do it the hard way now. Kind of like cracks his knuckles.
Sometimes the hard way is the fun way, yes?
Haha. You damn straight. And with that, he begins kind of walking back into the alleyway.
I'll follow.
Alright. So it takes a little while. He leads you back past the shop. You can see there's like a cart in the alleyway, and there's now like 4 of Tuck's men, and they're just like clearing what's left in there. They're just finishing packing up the cart, putting like a large tarp over it, and taking off. He kind of follows behind that and just goes back to base. So, as you get back, Tuck turns to you. What are you gonna do now? Kept your word, even though she wasn't there. You staying in Hondel?
I got some friends waiting for me. In the west. Maybe I join them.
Friends. You?
Yeah. Yeah, even a cold bastard like me. Yeah. Companions once in a while. Can't watch my own back all the time.
Suppose that's true. With that, he goes back inside. Well, he proceeds to go back inside and calls over his shoulder. What do you say? Drink before you go?
I'd be a fool of a man to pass up on a free drink. Come.
He leads you to his room, which is like super lavish. It's just kind of like the best of the best. He pulls out like this just really, really old looking bottle of whiskey. Pulls out 2 cups off his shelf. And pours you one, pours himself one, raises his glass.
I'll raise mine.
Here, to cold bastards.
cold bastard.
He tinks the glass and downs it.
Down. Whoa. It's like a burn through my body. A whiskey burn.
Oh yeah, like this is some good stuff.
Oh,
He pulls out a second bottle and pushes it towards you.
much better than that warm piss we had to drink to stay warm up in the north.
I bet. Well, if you're ever back in Hundel, we could use a strong guy like you. Maybe
Take
make
you
a
up on that offer. Sorry, go ahead.
maybe make a small amount of coin too.
I may take it up on that offer one day. If I'm ever back in town and we need people thrown around, well, come and find me.
I will. You ever need anything arranged in Hondel? You hook me up, I'll hook you up.
Deal.
And he reaches out for like the bro kind of like grabs the forearm shake.
Forearm. I'll grab it. Where's fucking Toasted with the
Yeah, we got no one to provide the gifts today.
the full Metal Alchemist bro shake. Anyway.
Yeah, good. Another?
You know it.
I'll take one more drink with him before I leave.
All right. And you have the bottle. He gives you the other bottle.
Take the bottle, tuck it in my pack.
For those cold nights.
And nobody gives you any lip as you walk out. Free man.
And that's how it's done. I'm gonna like Superman bend down, put my fist on the ground, flare my wings out, just shoot off to the sky in a cold blast. Frost, fury, as I fly to the sky.
You see the eyes of a couple of watchmen just look down as their jaw just drops like, oh. As you laugh, the laugh just echoes throughout the various alleyways, and you fly off.
And I'm on ahead.
All right, so go ahead. I would say just because of all the investigation and stuff, you can probably move like 3 spaces today. That would be take you to like the same spot as Latota's at in the timeline.
I was gonna say you are the only one there. So that flag was you.
Oh.
Yeah. So you would be like right here. So it'd be 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's from the flag. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So go ahead and roll 2d6s.
2d6s.
Oh,
Gotcha.
sorry, 3. Sorry, 3.
Oh shit! I should.
No, it's 2 because you did 1 to the left where there's a town area, and then yeah, so it's just 2.
What I get for being dramatic.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
All right.
Solo encounter.
And it's on the same square as when you guys had the troll.
Owlbears and the troll.
Yeah,
Oh.
boy.
it's okay. Just to troll him.
Oh, this is like the perfect one to get to. Okay, so as because you're aerial at this point, right? You're flying.
Well, if it's a moment where I'm stopped, then I'm on the ground. I guess would be probably the best way to put
Yeah.
that.
All right. So as you're landing, right? You're like, oh, throw, I'm tired. Um, you look over and see the same forested area where you plopped like the last time. Like this is pretty much the exact spot where you got jumped, and you can see like some sort of like structure as you're coming down, like through the trees. It's like later in the day. This would be time when you normally make camp, but you can see there's some sort of ruin or structure or something. You can't quite tell what it is from here, but you catch a glimpse of it as you're coming down.
Is it just in the way, or?
Oh, it's not in the way. It's coming from it's the same forest that the troll came out of and that the owlbears came out of. It's from that tree line. You're pretty much in the exact spot you were at when you got jumped. But when you look over, you can just see some sort of structures that are in the tree line, but you can't quite make it out because the trees are too thick. You'd have to go over and actually see what they are.
Hate this fucking forest. I'll do just that.
Okay. So, you make your way into the forest. You can see it's kind of like there's a raised spot in the middle of the forest, like there's a hill, a forested hill, and you can see like some broken, you can see some broken and dilapidated buildings. They appear to be like some sort of stonework that's been almost like unearthed. So go ahead, and I'm just gonna move you technically, even though I said you'd only have 3. You're gonna be on the forest hex. So as you push on, it does take you a little while. Again, it's getting kind of darker and darker. The sun begins to crest over the horizon as you push on and come to essentially like the base of this hilled area, where there's just like pieces of like cornered stone and whatnot, like all jutting up. You see there's like the mouth of almost like a cavern that's covered in like broken rock and stuff like that.
Do I see anything around or anybody?
As you look around, you can see a small pile of bones kind of scattered around the outside, on the left and right sides of the opening of the cavern. Besides that, it just seems like old stone architecture. There doesn't appear to be anything that's recent. You don't see any people. You don't see any movement. You can't really see that far into the cavern from here without like going further.
Nope. Above the cave mouth, is there like a lip or a ledge right above it or anything?
Yeah, there's a tiny, like, you could land on top of it to the way that it's shaped. Yeah,
Okay.
but there's not like a huge ledge, but there's enough that you could like get on, stand on it.
Are there any large rocks?
Yeah, it's kind of like
200-300
like
pounds?
chunks. There's like chunks. Some are large, some are not so large. Of just like broken stone architecture that's kind of lining this cavern mouth.
I'm gonna find a large rock, one that I don't know, about 300-400. I actually will be able to lift easily. Easily. Look everything. Just to test the weight. Sit it on the side of the cave mouth, and I'm gonna get a small rock. I cast light on it, throw it as hard as I can in the cave. Grab the big rock, fly to the top of that lid above thing, and hold it up ready to drop it.
Okay, so as you do that, it flies into the mouth, and you just see this radiance as it like passes in maybe 20 or 25 feet into the cavern and just off the back wall as it rolls to the ground.
Grab the rock.
You grab the rock, you head to the top, and you wait for a few seconds. You wait for a few more seconds. Nothing.
I'll wait a few more seconds.
Still nothing.
Just throw the rock. All right. I'm gonna grab another rock. They hit the back of the cave, right?
Correct. I assume you don't really you didn't really get a good vision of it because you throw the rock and then go.
Yeah, but I just heard it. Okay. So grab another rock and light and head into the cave.
As you head into the cave, your other pebble goes dim. As you step in, you can see half of it is just exposed earth, but there's also a fair amount of this that has been it was once a stone room. You can see one of the corners, for instance, in this first room is an actual corner. So you can see kind of the shape of what the architecture is maybe supposed to be. From this, some of it is collapsed. You see to the right, there's a smaller passageway. In this room, you see there's just a bunch of seemingly random refuse. You see there's actually a pile of furs, and just ratty rags and stuff. You see more bones piled about.
How big are we talking?
How big is what? Sorry?
How big is the pile of furs?
Fairly big. I mean, it's probably it's ovular, probably about 10 or 15 feet long, and then 5 or 10 feet wide.
Okay. Yep. I'm going to turn around and walk out of the cave. Nah.
Smart move, Throm.
Okay.
Yeah, this one. Nope. Take the rock and toss it back into the cave. Shining beacon for this thing. And get outside. I'm just gonna take off again.
Okay. Very good. So by the time you make it back to a good spot for camping, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna leave you on this hex, but yeah, it's certainly dark at this point. It takes a little bit to find a good spot, unless you're gonna camp right outside of this den.
Absolutely.
Okay. So you find a good spot. You make camp.
Yep.
All right. And all goes well. Hold on.
Feel like I missed out on some loot, but I feel like I also knew what was supposed to be in that cave.
So as you begin, or you set up camp, you have to set up like a makeshift shelter. As probably about 2 hours in, it begins to rain. Light at first, enough to give you some sort of leeway. Again, you're still kind of in this forested area, so you find a good spot where the canopy blocks most of it. But eventually, like, it just begins downpouring. Go ahead and make a Constitution check.
Cover my wing. Second. A con save or check?
Yeah, con save. Yeah, no problem. So it's a little bit chilly, but again, with the break, the break from the rain you get from the canopy, plus you have your wings, plus you have your other stuff in the fire, it's enough to keep you warm and safe. Zlotoda, again, it is for you as well, but considering you have the caravan, you can set up tents and stuff, it doesn't affect you to the same degree.
I miss these cold nights.
So, and with that, I suppose now we'll pan over to see how was Martha's day today. All right, so where we left off, Martha. Early in the morning, you guys are downstairs having breakfast in the inn. That's where we left off. So what were your plans for today? Vernant, you as well.
Well, Martha was going to keep trying to sell her stuff, although probably not as hard as she'd been trying to sell it the day prior. She's honestly just waiting for Zlatota and his caravan to show up at this point, so I don't know, maybe go on a nice walk in the countryside, do something, I don't know, just have a nice day, I think.
Okay, so you go and yeah, you have a nice day. Anything in particular you're looking to do while you're in Utsad? I mean, you said you're just like going on a walk, but besides that,
Um, hmm. Well, first of all, she'd want to talk to the father again. I forget his name.
I don't know what's his name.
I don't remember the Father Joseph? I don't know. It's been ages.
All I remember is that he had a really cool name. I think it started with a D.
She can probably just get away with calling him father. Because there's no way she's going to be having a wedding band on her hand without having some sort of, even if it's like 5 seconds long. Yes, you're now married. Yes, yes. Bam, done. Finished.
And
She needs closure.
imagine Vernon throughout the entire day just kind of kicking it around in town. Like, at first, the small town atmosphere seemed kind of nice, but he very quickly got tired of it. He's maybe gonna look for some revelry throughout the taverns, maybe some gambling or something that he can do, but like, this is not really his crowd.
Yeah, of course, man. Go ahead and just yeah, hold that thought, and we'll do some we'll back and forth of you just gambling. Okay, so as you approach the familiar temple, with a large boarded up window on the right hand side. You step in, and after a few minutes, you see a familiar, white-haired with a small trim beard gentleman who you remember to be the father. Coming up, he goes to the large circular platform towards the back, where the large figure of the Dawn Father, Pelor, is stationed with like this one beam that comes down into the middle of the room. There's a slight overcast today, but you still get the effect. And after he comes out, you see from the right hand side, who you remember to be Quincy, and he is also coming out with. He's got he's got his like vestige robes on, just very like proper looking. And him and the father begin to work with people that are kind of like in the front rows. They begin to do their daily rituals and whatnot, or they've probably already been doing them, but they continue on until they notice you, and the father kind of like gives you a wave. He doesn't really say anything. He just like he waves at you.
She waves back.
He takes a few moments to come over. Why, hello, Martha. How have you been?
I'll be honest, I've been better. It's been a stressful few days, but all things considered, I think I've been doing wonderfully. Um, Conrad, this is Father. Father, this is Conrad. I,
Good. Nice to meet you. Likewise. They shake hands, and he looks back to you. Martha, is everything okay? You don't look so well.
like I said, I've just been having a long day ever since that particular incident in the town. It seems that whatever powers that be are still here are not happy with my return. Regardless, today's been a happy day.
Yeah, and as you say that, he kind of like comes in real close and kind of like shushes you. As you say the part about like it still being the powers that be. Martha, why don't you come and have a cup of tea? Might make you
Thank
feel
you.
better.
Yeah, that sounds nice. Is Conrad invited as well?
Of course, any friend of Martha's a friend of mine. And he gestures like a sweeping motion, like come with me.
All right, she's going to follow.
So, yeah, he brings you into this like it's just like this neat but very small room. It has just like a small bed on the right hand side. On the left hand side, it has just a small coffee table, and then there's a stove that he has that he like where he brews his tea and stuff like that. Quincy does not come into the room with you guys. He acknowledges your presence, but he's like doing his other duties, and the father comes over and he brews the tea and pours each of you a cup and then a cup for himself. And then he goes over and he shuts the door. You should be able to speak plainly in here.
I've noticed a lot of people in town have been very quiet or flat out denying that anything happened.
He nods solemnly. I'm not quite sure what it is, Martha, but I would be very careful about mentioning anything to the rest of the villagers. They've begun to forget. I'm not quite sure if it's her powers or another's, but I've been looking into it. he's kind of like he's looking around. It's almost like he's like very paranoid at this point. He
It's. Hmm.
he
No, go ahead.
stands up, goes to his bed and kind of reaches under his bed and pulls out a book. You remember it to be the book that was at the Lady of the Woods' den. And he idly flips through it a bit until he comes to a certain page. This is most alarming, Martha. I finally finished transcribing this book. And what I found is terrible.
Well, I don't think either of us would go into reading that thinking it would be good, but how terrible is it?
He puts his hand on yours, and then he turns the book around and slides it to you. You don't understand what the words say, but you can see like pictures. And he points and he begins flipping the page and pointing to the pictures as he explains this. It seems that there's some sort of ritual that the Lady of the Wood knew to turn a child, into one of her kind. And as he's pointing through, like you can see, like there's like a specific blade. Go ahead and make. Actually, I'll just describe it to you. You see like this very elongated dagger, like silver in color. It's just like very detailed and drawn. If that doesn't ring a bell to you, I'll let you go ahead and make a intelligence check.
It was the sacrificial dagger that was found near the book.
There you go.
Which Ragnar proceeded to give to one of the farmers that we found. And I don't think we ever got it back.
Well, shit. Okay.
Well, so as he's pointing to the pictures. You see this dagger, and then you see like a clawed hand as the dagger like goes across to make like a cutting, and then you see like pictures of like some are like you probably see like an infant, and as he goes through, this ritual takes the life force of another and twists it and turns it and molds it into something foul inside the body of another. And it must be female, which is why I assume the females came back. But this is what's most alarming. On their 13th birthday, they become themselves like her. Foul creatures. As he turns the last page, and you see like a 5-picture like metamorphosis from like a child into like a creature that looks similar to the Lady in the Wood, just like a very like taloned, hunched over creature, monstrous looking.
So those children we brought back, they'll turn into one of her.
He slowly nods.
Shit.
Some
She sort of just rubs her forehead with her hands, and she's just, well, we can't. What are we supposed to do? We can't just. Even if we explained it, I don't think the parents or anyone else in town would want to
That's why
deal with it.
she must be erasing their memories. Most of them don't remember at this point. I tried to send word to you in Hondel, but I take it you didn't get anything.
No, no, I didn't. I was a bit preoccupied at the time.
Well, that's one way of putting it.
She sort of elbows him. Shush! I, I, I'm not sure what you want me to do. We certainly can't just go out there and take care of the problem.
And as you say that, you see he just gets like very sad, and he like puts his head down for a minute. I don't know what to do. I think I know what must be done, but I couldn't.
I wish I could say I could, but no, I don't think I could either.
Some of them may have turned already, I don't know. There's quite a few children that could have been around that age.
I I'm not sure what we could do. Even if we took the most blatant and obvious route, I doubt anyone would believe us, especially with their memories wiped.
He nods. I think the best you could do, Martha, is take word to Volstand. Let them know what's going on. I'm sure the Arcanum can do something. They have to. I haven't been able to send any messages out. I've also tried to be discreet.
So you want me to go to Volstand and talk to the Arcanum? All right. I'll need some sort of proof. Could I take the book?
He nods. I'd willingly be rid of this thing.
She takes it and just like gingerly flips through it a few times. I guess we'll go and do that first thing in the morning. She sort of hesitates for a moment. I came here to talk to you about something, but now I don't think it's the time or the place.
He nods. Well, if it comes up, maybe after all this is done, we can worry about it then.
Right. Right. Well, despite the depressing subject, it was nice being able to talk to you again. I hope one of these days we can speak on happy things and positive things.
He smiles and he puts his hand on yours again. I hope for the same one day.
Well, until then, is there anyone hurt? I could do my song of rest for a while, or is there anyone that needs healing? I might as well help while I'm here.
Everyone is okay at this point. The initial damage has been done and dealt with.
That's a relief, I suppose. She just sets down her untouched teacup at this point and Well, I suppose there's nothing we can do right now. I might come back to talk to you and before we go, but I think for now we'll probably just try and act like nothing's happened. We don't want to rouse suspicion if they are watching.
He nods.
Well, Conrad, I'm sure this has been very eye-opening for you. A wonderful tea party. Okay.
I don't know what you guys were talking about, to be honest. But, well, it's free tea, I suppose.
She sort of ruffles his hair as she sits up. Okay, we'll be on our way. I'll hopefully speak to you tonight or somewhere around that time.
Very well. And he opens the door. May the Dawn Father guide you.
And may he guide you as well. I think that's what you're supposed to say. I'm not really used to this religion thing. It's been a long, long time. But nevertheless, I suppose we're going to the market then. Ready for another wonderful day of putting nails in bags, Conrad?
Whatever
It's
you want.
obvious she's trying to be perky and her usual self, but she just can't.
So, what was that all about?
I suppose I'll tell you on the road to Volstan tomorrow. What's important right now is that we just have to act like we haven't heard anything odd. I wish it was easier to explain everything, dear, but
Suppose that's going to be a little bit difficult. I've heard nothing but strange things since I've been here.
it's a town where many strange things have happened. Very, very strange things.
I guess so. Alright, so, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do the gambling stuff, and then what do you have left to sell?
Oh, let me check in her cart. She has 20 pieces of soap, 2 hammers, 40 candles, 4 bells, and 100 pounds of nails. It's in the cart if you need to look at it.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll a performance check.
All right. An advantage or just normal?
Just normal.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nice. That's good. So go ahead and roll a D100, please.
Uh-oh.
Alright. So, you end up selling pretty much all the nails. Like, you have like a couple in the bottom of the bucket when you're done. You end up selling the rest of the soap. Trying to see where the sheet is again.
It's in my handouts.
The cart?
Yeah, World of Zethira blank handouts card.
Okay.
It's a nice card picture, wherever you got that from.
Think I got from Google Images.
Okay, so you sell half your candles, 1 hammer, all the nails, and I would say like 1 bell. Probably say like 1 bell. And they have a lot of bells here. Yeah, that's about it.
Alrighty, I'll start adding that up. Thank you.
You're welcome. So you do that. Conrad helps you, obviously. So let's go ahead and, Wyler, let's go ahead and do some roll-offs here.
Okay. Basically, what Vernon does is he finds the most boisterous and active tavern that he can find within the little town.
By the way, Dylan, did you know you get a deck of cards just by being a DM or something?
Yes, I
Maybe
did
you
know
could
that.
play like really short and quick, like uh, blackjack or something.
Yeah, I could, but I feel like it would be, like it would drag out. You know what I mean? I think we could do that at some point, but yeah, so let's go ahead and we'll just right.
There's literally, I opened the door in the apartment, and some dude ran at me with no armor on, fucking ran into my sword, died instantly, and I took his money.
20 gold pieces.
Yeah. I think I rolled a natural 20 on my investigation.
Although I would say because you drank a lot last night and you had to pay for an inn, so you're probably down like 18.
I currently have it. Yeah.
So okay, so we're gonna go ahead and roll 2d6. So what? How much you putting in?
All right. I'm putting in just a gold piece right now. Assuming I don't really know what these people are betting, but
Yeah. So there's 3 other people at the table.
mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna roll once for each of them.
Oh, also one thing that Vernon was doing is the reason why he's going to the most active tavern is he's basically looking for the table of people that seem deepest in their cups. He's basically looking for the easiest bout he can get.
Right. Okay. So I'll go ahead and I'll roll these 3d6 and I'll let you roll yours twice with advantage. So
Okay. How much or what am I rolling?
2d6, but do it 2 times. Okay. So yeah, you get you put 1 in, you get 4.
Nice. So 4, including the ones that I put in, getting back. So that's technically
Yeah, so
3,
3
right?
profit. Yep.
All right.
So,
This time I'm okay. Yeah. I think Vernon is gonna feel more confident after that, and he's gonna put in 2 gold pieces this time.
these guys are pretty
Assuming-
hammered, so go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. They kind of grunt. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Yeah, 2d6 twice again.
Yep.
All right, didn't roll so well in the first one.
All right. So one of these guys, he scoops in the pile.
Well, that's unfortunate. Anybody want to try again?
Sorry, mate. We're out. Him and another guy get out, but the guy that just won all that. Yeah, sure. Do a
You're
couple
looking
more.
awfully confident. Okay. Um. And Vernon puts in 2 gold again.
He puts in 2 as well. So go ahead and just roll just a straight 2d6 versus his.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Yeah, you get your 2 back, so you're still +3. All right, one more. He puts in. I'm trying to see how much did he win. Yeah, so he puts in 5 gold pieces. It's more like it's a big assortment of silvers and stuff. It's not just gold pieces.
And then Vernon's betting straight gold pieces, which is probably garnering some unwanted attention. Yeah, I'm putting in 5 gold pieces too. I'm basically matching this guy whatever he does for the moment.
All right.
Another straight 2d6.
Yep.
Now, what exactly is this game mechanically? Like physically, what is it? What are we doing?
So you're pretty much, I would say, probably playing some trying to think of a
Kind of like
simple
a
card game, like a gin rummy or
okay,
something.
a card game. Is there any practical way to cheat? Like, is there any way to cheat? Unlike in like Liar's Dice or something.
Yeah. So you guys are pretty much playing like gin rummy, pretty much, I believe.
Great if I knew what those things were. Okay.
Except this one is called Rin Jummy.
Oh, okay.
No, not really.
I'll just roll straight 2d6 then. But
Yeah, it is a card game. Most of the time, yeah, I suppose like if you're the dealer, I'll say like you're the dealer if you're trying to like cheat.
I might try something like that next hand, assuming this guy even sticks around, which depending on how he rolls, he might not. Oh damn. Okay.
Oh yeah, he just lets out a big better luck next time.
You sticking around for one more?
Sure.
All right. What is he putting in?
Well, fuck it. I got all this tonight. He pushes in 10 gold worth of various silvers, coppers, and now gold pieces that you've brought into the mix.
Okay, wow. You know what? I have a decent amount of money, and I'm probably gonna be making more almost as soon as we get out of Utsad. I'm putting in 10. I'm matching him still, but this time I'm going to do some sleight of hand. I'm gonna try and I wish I knew how this game works. Like I don't generally do card games. Like if I could hide cards or anything like that, that's basically what I'm doing.
Yeah, we'll say that you were the dealer. Like you guys were swapping off being the dealer.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So should I roll a sleight of hand and or do advantage or something?
Yeah.
Sleight of...
Just sleight of hand. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna do his perception check real quick.
I doubt. Nope. Maybe pressing the wrong button, villain.
Yep, I am pressing the wrong button. God damn it again. So, as you begin dealing out the cards, as you lay each one out, he just begins to get like wired with anticipation, and then, fuck. All right, you win this one.
All right. How much would that be? I'm down to 6 gold.
So on the last one, you got 20 total.
Oh, okay.
Because
So
you put
I
in
made
10, he put in 10.
made a significant profit. All right, nice. I think I made like 8 gold from what I started with. All right. And I'm assuming that this guy is not very happy, and he probably is.
No,
Right?
but he's also kind of smashed. So he's kind of like he grumpily is like ah. Like you
I
can tell he's a
imagine that
little
this
sour,
is.
but
I imagine that this is one of like those guys who practically lives here.
yeah, he looks like the type, and he's also like he's the guy that just won a bunch, so he probably didn't lose too much. You know what I mean, out of pocket.
Yeah.
Just he lost the potential.
So what is he putting in this time?
Oh, he's done. He's
Oh,
done.
okay. I thought so.
I was
I'm
just
gonna
noticing that he was the guy that won, so
Yeah. I think Vernon might get up and look for another game, and if nothing seems too lucrative for him, like people who seem to actually know where they are, then he's probably not going to join.
yeah. No, you find another table of people willing to do stuff. They're just kind of playing dice nonchalantly. It's mostly like silvers. They're just kind of screwing around.
Then I put in 1 gold piece because I actually hold on. So would I have like a distribution of silvers and gold because how
Yeah.
I'm playing now?
Yeah.
So I started with.
I would say
18
you
gold.
probably have something like 4 gold of that would probably be silver. Well, you introduced. How many gold pieces did you introduce? Off the top of my head, I can't remember.
I started with 18. Now I have 26. First one I bet 1. Second one I bet 4.
Okay, so
no, 2. Like I introduced a bunch of gold.
12. You introduced 12 gold pieces
Mm-hmm.
from your stuff.
And I made more than that back.
Yes, most of what you made back, besides so the profit, we'll say, was pretty much silvers, and then some copper. So I'll say you have like 100 copper pieces, and then which was 1 gold, and then the other 7 gold are silvers, so 70 silvers.
70 silvers, and then basically I have the gold that I started with that I took back.
Yeah,
Essentially.
exactly. Yep.
That makes sense. So I walk into this and I put down a few silvers, put down 5 silvers.
Okay, they kind of look at you for a second, and then, haha, sure.
I actually got
It's
pocket change for this one.
just 3 guys. They're just kind of rolling dice.
Same system we're using 2d6s.
Yep, same system. Do 2d6. Where this is like, I suppose you could probably use some sort of sleight of hand or something. So, sure, I'll give you. I'll give you.
I'm gonna start fair, and then if I'm doing poorly, I'm gonna start cheating.
Right.
So, okay, that's not good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So one of them just it puts in the 5 silvers again.
I am poor. Okay. Yeah, I'm due 5 silvers again. And this time I'm going to try and cheat.
All right. If you hit, just so you know, if you hit up, it'll do the last. Like you can keep scrolling up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. All right.
I'm just thinking, like, I'm gonna try and do my sleight of hand this time again. So, are you giving me advantage on the 2d6?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So roll twice. Okay, same thing, pretty much. Nope.
All right.
Damn it. All right. So that's 5 silvers again lost.
Yep. So a total of 1 gold.
This time, also Vernon is not very wise. This time I put a gold piece in. I'm determined to make something from this.
The three look at each other and they all put in 10 silvers.
Hey guys, if I'm going out, I'm going out in a blaze of glory.
The wife's gonna kill me.
So I'm doing my sleight of hand thing. So advantage again.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not bad. Damn it!
The guy is like, my wife's gonna kill me. Hey! And he rakes in all the gold pieces.
Well, you fellows appear to be far luckier than I. I've still got some coin left, though. If anybody's gonna stick around.
The guy that just won, he's like, I'm gonna cut my losses.
So wise man walks out wealthier. Okay, anybody else?
Yeah. Do a few more.
Alright, I put in 1 gold again.
Alright.
Can I try to do my advanced string again? Hey, that's pretty good.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So, I did roll. That's 1 gold, or actually, that's
2 gold.
how many?
So
gold.
so you get 2 gold profit from that.
Yep. So I'm actually still in the negatives, but I'm almost net 0 now.
This is how gambling addiction starts.
I know. So, alright. I'll do, yeah. I'm game for one more, I suppose.
Alright, and I put in 5 silver.
The last guy puts in 2 gold. And then he looks at his buddy, gives him a nod. Fine. He puts in 2 gold pieces. Like 20 silvers.
Now that's camaraderie right there. Oh, that's a 1. Alright. Ooh. What does that mean?
So, you just do a straight, just one more roll, and I'll do one more roll. Tiebreaker.
Ooh. Yeah.
It's the same guy that got roped into it. He slaps his buddy on the arm. You bastard! And they both kind of laugh. They chuckle and like sip their beer.
I think I might be about done for right now, other than drinks and general revelry. But you folks seemed nice.
At least buy these couple of poor men a drink, huh?
Also, how much would I have made from that? Because I'm bad at math. So 2 people put 2 gold in.
Across the whole all the shebang, or just now?
Just now.
That would have been you 4 gold profit. You put in 2, you got 6.
Would it be actually gold pieces or?
No, this is like all silvers. They were all playing with silver. So.
Okay, so that's
40 silver profit, buddy.
Nice. All right. And I guess I do buy them drinks.
All right, so you can just like knock like 2 silver pieces off.
All right. I feel like that's how Vernon spends most of his day.
See ya, lucky man.
Yeah.
And you can see like, some friendly bickering going on between the two that are sitting at the seat still.
Yeah, I feel like Vernon is pretty, like, after some general revelry, he's pretty much done here, and he leaves, and like I said, he probably kicks around town and just kind of hangs out and tries to find ways to occupy himself and make him slightly less stir crazy, but he doesn't do well with the small environment here.
Okay. As you're doing that, you can see like the people are just acting like fairly strangely. You see quite a few of them that are just like, they seem to almost be wandering the streets. Like they're almost like they're not
Hmm.
walking with purpose. I just find it kind of strange. It's not everybody. It's just kind of like a handful of people.
Hmm. I feel like Vernon, not really knowing these kind of people, just chalks it up to like, huh, I wonder if this is what people of this class do. They're not working. Maybe they wander around town for no reason.
Damn plebes. All right. So Martha, you said you had a couple more things you wanted to do.
Yepers.
All right, shoot.
Well, after she's done getting everything, she's going to go talk with the father one more time without Conrad.
Okay. So you do so. You go to it.
Sorry.
He's in the same spot. He welcomes you in. Yes. Martha, you're back. Great. What was it that you wanted to talk about?
Multiple things, really. Just sort of as a priest to a person. Um, you remember Conrad, the nice gentleman I came in with?
Yes, your friend. Seemed nice enough.
Yes, it's been quite an eventful few weeks, and she sort of wiggles her fingers with the ring. It's just like, I. Eh, it
He
would.
he looks and he smiles again. He puts his hands on yours and, well, I'm very happy for you, Martha. Glad you found the light in such a dark time.
As am I. I just. This is going to sound quite foolish. I don't have any family, so I was just hoping for your blessing.
Well, that's my expertise. He seems like a nice enough fellow. For what
He's a
it's
wonderful man.
for what it's
I'm glad I
worth,
met him.
if he's caught your eye, I'm sure he's, well, to put it bluntly, one hell of a man.
Oh, he certainly is, trust me. And I was wondering, I know this is a Church of Paylor, but could I pray to any god in these walls, if it's all right?
Of course.
Thank you. I didn't want to accidentally intrude in a holy place. That would be quite rude.
Yes, the Dawn Father, he is not a greedy god.
All right. Well, thank you. I guess I'll just find a quiet corner to mutter to those that are above us. You must forgive me. It's been a long time since I've done stuff of religion. For a long time, I thought the gods hated me for reasons that I'd rather not get into.
He kind of like waves his hand. Worry not.
All right, then she's going to go into a nice corner and pray to who else? Moderbjorn, because that's the only god she knows, pretty much.
Okay. Very well.
nothing bad can ever happen praying to another god in the temple of Palor. Probably not, but still, I wouldn't.
She
do it.
gets like a message from Paylor. New phone, who dis?
Okay. So besides that, is there anything else you're looking to do?
Not really. I'll message you in the DMs later about what she's actually praying about, but other than that, I think she's just going to, after praying, head back to the. I'm guessing she's staying at the bed and breakfast, because of course she is.
Well, you guys didn't stay there last night. You stayed in a different, more of a rowdy, because you guys were drinking and having a big party, essentially.
Oh, then she'll stay there. How much is it per night again?
Oh, with dinner and everything, it's a gold. Gold per night.
Alrighty. She paid for her room and
I also just paid for my stuff.
Okay, very good. So the night passes uneventfully. You kind of have like a recurring dream, not to the same effect, where he's kind of over you, and then you like snap yourself awake, and but again you feel your throat. It doesn't have the same like the sting as last time. It's more of like a brief vision, almost, if you will.
she is going to be holding poor Conrad like a teddy bear, like a terrified child. Just like, oh,
Yeah, like one
this
of
is
those
not
stress
nice.
dolls. It's like every time you squeeze him, his eyes pop out.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, Zlatoda, first thing in the morning, you wake up. Throm, first thing in the morning, you wake up. So I'm gonna delete your token off the map, Zlatoda. As you guys, fairly early on, make your way into Utsad. Throm, go ahead if you're moving towards Utsad, or if you're doing something different. Up to you.
Brown walks off into the vicinity. I don't know. That's what I.
Yeah, so just go ahead and roll 1d6, and then you're in the clear.
Ooh, my butt was clenched. Good work, Throm.
Well, that was good to know, I guess. So, yeah. So you also make your way to Utsad. It's a little bit later. It's probably like 2 o'clock or so by the time you make it to Utsad. But I think that's a good spot to leave it, where we'll tie in everybody getting back together in Utsad.
All right. Excuse me.
There will be one day, maybe there'll be a session where you guys like all fight your biggest fears or something, and Zlatoda will have to face a cavalry of armored owlbear trolls.
No. We simultaneously find that the Dada is Vernon's, Zlatoda, and Throm's biggest fear all at the same time.
Martha has to defeat a giant monster that's just her crippling depression and self-loathing.
It's like
Yeah.
somebody looks into all of our dreams like, I wonder what the perfect creation to fight the party is, and they just see a fucking owlbear, an armored owlbear riding an armored troll, and they're just like, the fuck? What?
I think you got those reversed.
No, like they're both armed. Actually,
An
Yeah, no.
armored owlbear riding an armored troll.
yeah.
The troll has owlbears for arms.
The Albert's
It's
like,
a good shit.
The owlbear sitting on the troll's shoulders as he goes sprinting through town.
That might be more accurate.
It's like a fucking Power Ranger Zord, but like just made of different monsters. Owlbears for arms, trolls for legs.
All right. So is everybody good, or does anybody have like a last thing?
I'm going to DM you in a second, but other than that, I'm good.
And also, like I said, I rolled that perception to see if Vernon even realizes that Conrad proposed to Martha. I rolled a non-natural one.
Honestly, Martha's not even sure what they are at this point. Are they fiancés? Are they technically married? She has no clue. Either way, she's happy.
I mean, technically speaking, you wouldn't be married yet. Like you'd have to be like, married, like a actual like a ritual. You know.
Knowing dwarven traditions, they'll probably just have to carve their names into a rock or something.
Right.
I have a spell for that. For weddings.
Oh, by the way, you went cleric, didn't you?
Uh,
Or took a level of something.
I took a level of cleric. It's a backstory thing, but yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
took a
know.
level of cleric. Yeah, the only level of cleric I'm going. So, but
Yeah, you started casting spells. I was like, did he go paladin at some point? I was like, I don't. He's casting a lot of spells. I feel like the paladins don't do.
They don't really do like they get some of the spells, but like at later levels. It's more paladins are more your lay on hands and beat people to death, holy magic.
just to run in with my former goddess. That's all. That's
All right, homies.